What I ate as a vegan in San Francisco. San Francisco is a city located in Northern California. It has a population of about 800,000 people. According to Happy Cow, it has 22 all vegan restaurants and 14 vegetarian restaurants. I went to the all vegan Nourish Cafe. There are two locations. I went to the Hyde Street one. I ordered a frittata breakfast sandwich, and it is rare for me to get a vegan breakfast sandwich out. I usually make bagel sandwiches at home. This was an extreme treat. I really, really enjoyed the bread. It was, I think, a sourdough, but seedy, just the perfect texture. And then the filling, the frittata made with just egg, had a lot of veggies, and there was fresh tomatoes. Everything tasted really fresh. It was really filling. This for me was a surprising 10 out of 10. We also tried the avocado toast. There's many to choose from. We got the chimichurri topped, which was nice and herbaceous, some coffee, a granola bar to go, and also they have donuts, I believe from Donut Farm located in Oakland, and I got a chocolate coconut one. It was a cake donut, and even though I prefer a yeast donut, this was really, really great for a cake donut. I wish I got a few of the other flavors to try. Highly recommend Nourish. I went to enjoy vegetarian in Chinatown, and I was excited to see how much tofu was on the menu. I ordered a kung pao tofu as well as a basil tofu with lots of green veg. My basil tofu was extremely lightly seasoning. I believe this restaurant also doesn't use any garlic or onion, and the kung pao was nice and spicy. We also got the fried spring rolls, which were a little greasy but very good. A note here, if you're going to dine in, they do serve you a hot pot of tea on default. That is not free, but it rang up just to be $2. That was fine by me. I really enjoy some hot tea with a good meal. I went to the all-vegan Wildseed on Union Street in San Francisco. They take limited reservations. We did not have one, and when we arrived, there was a line, but luckily they had a very small high top in the back, and we were seated immediately. Despite the busyness, the service was great and fast. I ordered the tofu al pastor bowl, which was incredibly flavorful. The tofu was in a chipotle adobo sauce. There were greens, black beans, nice pico de gallo, a nice salsa verde, avocado, and cilantro. It was quite tart from a lot of lime. We also ordered the spicy yellow curry that had a fragrant broth and was served with black forbidden rice. The curry wasn't too spicy. It was actually less spicy than the tofu on the al pastor. It was really good. This was a recommendation from my sisters who had been there a couple weeks before, and I think they ate multiple meals there. We went during lunchtime, which I think has a somewhat more limited menu than the dinner menu, but this is a high recommendation. Across the street from Wildseed is a gelato shop called GIO. Their fruit gelatos are vegan, and they're just made with fruit, sugar, and water, but they're super whipped texture. I got the passion fruit, which was so tart, but so good. And I also had samples of the kiwi, which I loved so much, as well as the sweet navel orange, which was slightly more icy texture. I got the kid size, so I was only able to get one flavor, or else I would have done a mix with one of the vegan chocolates. I tried the all-vegan Sabor, which has a Latin-inspired menu. I ordered shortly before they closed and was devastated to find out that the item that I wanted, which was the vegan chicken wings, was out of stock. So I got the mini arepas, which I love an arepa, and I normally just have black beans, plantains, and maybe a guasacaca in it. This one was really tasty, had plantains, but had creamy elements, which I wasn't used to, but still really, really good and recommend. And then I had a few bites of the fig, balsamic, cashew tofu, ricotta tart. This pastry was really rich. There was also some shredded, I think, Parmesan on it. And it was good, but I could only have a few bites. Next time, I would order early to make sure I got those chicken wings. We had the all-vegan golden era, and I, again, ordered tofu and vegetables. This time, the sauce was quite a bit more flavorful. It was really gingery, really garlic, and had all of the best fresh vegetables that were al dente prepared. And then we also tried the spicy lemongrass tofu, which was a dry preparation, no sauce, but had these lemongrass bits that I think might have been also fried with it. Really good. Just make sure that you order a side of white rice because it doesn't come with it. Highly recommend this restaurant. We also went to Rad Radish, which is a sister restaurant of Wildseed, but you order at the QR code. It's a little bit more casual service. It was actually a nice environment. Some people were there just on computers or reading as well, so it was a nice space. I ordered a harvest bowl that had a turmeric vinaigrette, which was really good, pickled onions, sweet potatoes, purple potatoes, mushrooms, greens. Everything was fantastic. I really enjoyed this. The mushrooms were on the salty side, but I did like that. Also, I got a side of their grilled bread, and that was a must. The bread in San Francisco is really good. We also had the beet poke, which was really nicely flavored, as well as I couldn't stop myself from getting a chocolate chip cookie for dessert to go. And lastly, I love an airport that has good vegan options for a long flight. I know that there's an Amy's drive-thru in other terminals, not in mine. There was a to-go store that had vegan salads as well as other things, but vegan salads from Burma Love, a restaurant in downtown San Francisco, and they had their famous fermented tea leaf salad, but I opted for the butternut squash, kale, cabbage salad with toasted coconut and a citrus ginger dressing, which I ate on the plane and was quite gingery. It was really good, and I enjoyed this a lot.